Invisible highways in the sky, the secret roads planes follow, the mystery above our heads. Every time you look up and see a plane crossing the sky, it appears to be moving freely through open air. No lanes, no signs, no visible structure, just a vast, empty sky. But that freedom is an illusion. In reality, the sky is one of the most tightly organized transportation systems on Earth. Aircraft do not simply wander from city to city. They follow strict, predefined routes, invisible highways in the air, that guide them safely across continents and oceans. These hidden air roads determine where planes fly, how high they cruise, when they climb or descend, and even how close they're allowed to get to one another. Without them, modern aviation would collapse into chaos. So why were these invisible highways created? How do pilots follow roads they cannot see? And what happens when thousands of aircraft all want to use the same sky at the same time? Today we're uncovering the secret infrastructure above our heads, the invisible highways that keep the world moving. Before we dive in, just to let you know that we're seeing that 55% of our viewers who watch our channel regularly have not subscribed to us yet, so we're asking you a favor. Before we start our deep dive and you like us, and also want to support us, there's a free and simple way to do that. Just hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out when we put out new videos, and we assure you that we will commit to bringing you the best videos each week. We also crave your feedback and suggestions as we aim to give the best. What are invisible air highways? Invisible highways in the sky are officially known as airways. Airways are predefined flight corridors that aircraft follow, much like roads on the ground. They exist only on navigation charts and inside aircraft computers, but they structure nearly all controlled air traffic worldwide. Each airway is made up of fixed navigation points called waypoints, assigned altitudes or flight levels, specific directional rules, continuous monitoring by air traffic control. Think of airways as three-dimensional roads. Instead of just left and right, they include up and down. Multiple aircraft can fly over the same geographic location at the same time, as long as they're separated vertically. Despite their invisibility, airways are incredibly precise. Some are only a few miles wide. Deviating from them without permission can be dangerous and illegal. How these invisible highways actually work. 1. Waypoints, the intersections in the sky. At the core of every airway are waypoints, fixed reference points in the air. Waypoints can be ground-based radio beacons, GPS coordinates, virtual points defined by latitude and longitude. Pilots fly from waypoint to waypoint, much like driving from one exit to the next on a highway. Modern aircraft autopilot systems can follow these points with extreme accuracy, often within a few meters. Some waypoints have names that sound strange or humorous, but they serve a serious purpose, organizing traffic flow and preventing collisions. 1. Navigation systems, following roads. You can't see early pilots navigated visually, following rivers, railroads, and coastlines. That quickly became impossible as flights grew longer and weather became unpredictable. To solve this, aviation developed layered navigation systems, radio navigation, VOR and NDB. Ground stations broadcast radio signals. Aircraft follow those signals along airways. Inertial navigation systems, INS, uses gyroscopes and accelerometers. Tracks movement without external signals. GPS and RNAV, area navigation. Satellite-based positioning allows aircraft to fly direct, curved, or highly optimized routes. Today, most invisible highways rely heavily on GPS. Pilots see the airways rendered digitally on cockpit displays, even though nothing exists physically in the sky. 1. Altitude rules. Vertical lanes in the sky. Unlike cars, planes can stack vertically. To prevent mid-air collisions, airways follow strict altitude separation rules known as flight levels. Aircraft flying eastbound use odd-numbered flight levels. Aircraft flying westbound use even-numbered flight levels. For example, eastbound, FL 330, FL 350, FL 370. Westbound, FL-340, FL-360, FL-380. This system creates invisible vertical lanes, allowing dozens of aircraft to safely occupy the same airway at once. 1. Air traffic control, the traffic police of the sky. Air traffic controllers are the unseen guardians of these air highways. Their responsibilities include assigning routes and altitudes, maintaining safe separation, managing congestion, rerouting aircraft around weather or emergencies. Controllers track aircraft using radar and satellite surveillance. Every instruction, every climb, descent, or turn is calculated to maintain safety within the invisible highway system. Without ATC, airways would be unusable. Types of invisible air highways. Victor airways operate below 24,000 feet and are primarily used by smaller aircraft, regional flights, and general aviation. They are based on ground radio beacons and form a dense network over populated areas. Jet routes exist above 24,000 feet and are used by commercial airliners and long-haul flights. These are the main highways of global aviation, efficient, fast, and heavily monitored. RNAV routes do not rely on ground-based beacons. Instead, they use GPS-defined paths that can curve around terrain, avoid congestion, and reduce fuel consumption. These routes represent the future of air highways. Over oceans, there are no radar towers or radio beacons. Yet invisible highways still exist. The most famous is the North Atlantic Track System. Every day, routes are recalculated based on wind patterns. Aircraft are assigned precise time slots and altitudes. Separation is maintained using satellite reporting. This allows hundreds of flights to safely cross the ocean each day on roads that change daily. Without invisible air highways, collision risk would skyrocket. Airports would gridlock. Fuel consumption would explode. Air travel would become prohibitively dangerous. Airways turn chaos into order. They allow millions of passengers to move safely across the planet every single day. Programs like NextGen and CSAR are replacing radar with satellite surveillance, allowing tighter spacing between aircraft, more flexible routes. Fewer delays. Artificial intelligence is beginning to predict congestion hours in advance, automatically reroute aircraft, optimize fuel efficiency in real time. As drones and air taxis become common, entirely new low-altitude air highways are being designed, adding another invisible layer to the sky. The next time you see a plane overhead, remember this: it is not wandering freely. It is following an invisible highway, one shaped by decades of engineering, navigation science, and human coordination. Above your head exists a living, breathing transportation network, silent, unseen, and essential. And it never sleeps. If you like this and want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. This is Did You Know?